Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing sunny conditions, hot and humid once again out there this morning, as we do have temperatures currently above 90 degrees and our heat index values are above 100 degrees. We do have a heat advisory in effect from 9 a.m. this morning till 18 local this late afternoon. Do expect those heat indexes to stay above 100 as we move through that time period. Also going to see a chance of a pop-up shower or storm around the area as we get into the afternoon time frame that we'll be keeping an eye out for as we move through our day. If you take a look at our current surface analysis, high pressure is still in control, but starting to see some weakening of that upper level ridge. It's going to be allow for better conditions for a storm to pop up this afternoon. Do have a boundary to our north that we've been watching, expecting that to continue dropping southward as we move over the next 24 hours, eventually making its way into the local area early tomorrow morning as a backdoor cold front, where we'll see those winds shifting onshore, and we will finally get a relief from some of the high temperatures we've been seeing with that onshore flow cooling things down back into the 80s. If we look at our upper level winds from this morning's sounding, have some very light and variable winds through the first 25,000 feet. Peak wind is actually at 1,000 feet of 10 knots. The rest of the levels staying below that 10 knot value. That's going to cause those storms that potentially pop up this afternoon to stay fairly stationary and not move very quickly. So otherwise seeing that freezing level around 14,900 feet. If we look at our current visible satellite, we see those clear skies across the area. Do expect some cumulus clouds to develop once again as we get into the afternoon and get that daytime heating peaking over the area, and maybe a few high clouds pushing through the area as well. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, see what we can expect as we move through the day today. Again, as mentioned, we'll see some cumulus clouds building, and then getting into that afternoon time frame, mainly past the 14 local time frame, is when we'll start to see some showers and thunderstorms popping up across the area. Majority activity looks to be to our north, but a decent chance we could see one pop up closer here to Wallops. Moving into the overnight time frame, again, as mentioned, that boundary is going to start sinking southward towards the area, bringing in some onshore flow, and it's also going to bring a good chance of seeing some low clouds in the area, possibly becoming overcast. Model here indicating maybe a few showers early in the morning. They're going to have a hard time seeing that without the daytime heating, but along that boundary could see something popping up as it pushes through the area, but not going to be very impactful as we get into the start of the day. Still seeing some low clouds possibly lingering around the area, but should see just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm depending on where that boundary sets up. It does look like it's going to push off to our south and west, so it should keep that shower activity out of there, but can't rule out that possibility as we move through the day on Friday. And then going into Friday evening, once again, as we lose that daytime heating, we'll lose that chance of shower activity staying dry through the overnight. We'll see those winds shifting back subtly, bringing in some hotter temperatures once again. Zooming out, looking at the long-term forecast here, starting off Saturday morning, as we bring back that hot and humid air, we'll see daily chances of rain popping up in the afternoon as we move through the next several days. On Saturday, it does look like we'll stay mainly dry through the daytime hours, but could see an evening shower, as you can see here with the model indicating possibility of that late, but just a slight chance at this time. And we'll see another slight chance of a pop-up shower storm during the afternoon on Sunday. Similar conditions as we move into Monday, as we continue with those temperatures fairly hot and humid. Not quite as bad as what we saw the last couple of days, but still on the muggy side as we move through the next several days. Going into our Tuesday, it does look like the next more solid chance of seeing some widespread showers and thunderstorms, as we do have the models indicating a front pushing into the area depending on how strong that front is. It does look like it will bring some shower and storm activity late in the day Tuesday into the overnight time frame. And right now, models have that clearing the area off to our south, and that should clear out conditions as we move into Wednesday with some slightly cooler conditions behind that. But again, that's going to depend on where that boundary ends up. If it's able to make it through the area, or if it stalls over the area, will dictate how our weather looks as we go into the day on Wednesday. So if we look at the 24-hour weather vision chart for today, red conditions for our heat advisory above 100 degrees for that heat index, And again, that continues till 18 local this evening. We'll see our actual high temperature around 94 degrees later this morning. We'll see west-southwesterly winds 5 to 10 knots, and then we'll see those winds shifting out of the south with that sea breeze 7 to 12 knots as we get into the afternoon. Not going to see much cooling from that sea breeze, but that's when we do pick up that chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the area between 14 and 18 local this afternoon, and it's going to be about a 30 to 40% chance of seeing that occur at this time. And as we go into the evening, that chance of rain will diminish to just a very slight chance of an isolated shower, and we'll see those southerly winds weakening and eventually turning out of the northeast as that backdoor front makes its way into the area, and it's going to cool temperatures down to around 75 degrees for our morning time frame, and we will see a yellow risk for some low clouds possibly in the area with that onshore flow starting to build in. We'll see tides running slightly above normal. Looking at the extended forecast here, again, overall mostly cloudy through the day on Friday with much more comfortable temperatures than what we have seen. A high expected around 85 degrees. Just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm depending on where that boundary sets up, but overall we are kind of expecting dry conditions with that onshore flow. We'll see, again, as mentioned, more of a southerly flow as we go into the extended forecast here, back up to temperatures in the upper 80s and around 90 degrees for the extended forecast. That's going to bring those heat index values back up closer to 100 once again. And daily chances around 20% of a pop-up shower or storm with that hot and humid weather moving in. And then that next front comes through, looking at about a 40% chance on Tuesday with some shower and storm activity. Likely going to see that probability increase as we get closer to that event. And a slight cool down as we go into Wednesday, temperatures back into the mid-80s on the backside of that front. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.